Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing well. Today I have been gathering some materials for my second journal. I don't want it to be like this one. This one is the same size, but I want it to be the paper in the inside, I want it to be different sizes. I don't want it to be like this one. This one looks like a tiny little book. See that? And I was just done with the binding. And if you're wondering what kind of binding kit I have been using, I got this a few years ago through Amazon. It's called Chit-Chat. And it brings everything in here. Let me show you what it has inside, which I thought it was awesome. So it has a bone folder. It has the awl. It has the binder clips. Let me show you. It has this color. I think there's 6 in total, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, 6. It has these colors, and this is the one I used to bind my little tiny journal. It has 3 binder clips. It has a set of 6 needles. It has this brush. It has a needle, a different style of needle. And it has this cute bone folder. Which, you know what? I'm going to keep it out because I like the tip and everything on this one. So I'm just going to keep that out. Yes. And what I do is I tend to throw the leftovers thread. I don't toss them because they're good to put inside buttons or for either a much smaller journal. So yeah, you never know, I might try a tiny journal. So yes, Chit-Chat. I'm not being sponsored or anything like that. I just thought that it had everything that I needed to bind a journal, and I love the fact that this was multicolored, and I have used this in my watercolor journal. So I used this one today, and I went based on the color of my cover, so it blends very well, as you can see. So that's that. Now I do keep the awl out, and now I'm going to keep the bone folder out. And I normally put this where my books for altering are at. So that's where it lives, right there. So what I did was the simple binding method. And let me see how many sheets I have. They're like really thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will give me 12 little mini layouts. And what I did was I took the distressing tool and I went one by one all around the edges. So I wanted that little, I didn't want it to look, slick. I wanted that little distress a little bit frayed. But that's so far what I've done with this one. And let me show you. These are gonna be some pockets. I'm gonna sew it, but I put the laces. I took 2 different ones, and so I'm gonna sew it. And my thing is that I'm gonna take a manila folder and I'm gonna create some tags to place in this journal, and a little pocket thing that I'm doing. So at least maybe 3 tags. So I was prepping that. And I took some elements out to journal, to place on the journal, but also to decorate the tags. So and I also have to say something. I want to say something. I used to have a binder, this huge binder that they sell at Hobby Lobby, where I would place all my ephemera. I showed it in one of the videos, and I'll be honest, this does not work. It did not work, and I have tried it and I don't have the patience. I had to put masking tape on the top because every time I would flip, the ephemera would come out and I will have a mess. So what I've decided is that I'm going to get give me 1 second so I'll show you what I'm planning to get. Let's see. Okay, here. I had ordered these through Amazon, and as you can see, this is, for example, graphic 45. I went and fuzzy cut them, took them all out of there. Not fuzzy cut, but you know, I basically, it was a 12 by 12 sheet. I cut it down and I placed it in here. Much nicer. It's clear. I'll be able to see it. I had cut some images also that I printed out, and I was able to put it in here. I can see it. If I see what I need, I just have to pick one and they're not gonna fall out. The other thing that I like about these is that they don't have the button, because the first one that I bought, the envelopes, the first one, I'm sorry, it kept on popping off. So just by the first day, I already had lost 3 envelopes that they don't close because the little button came off. So that's a big no-no. And then I bought the one with the Velcro, and I didn't like it because the Velcro sticks out, so it will take more space. So that's basically some real estate that I'm using because I like to maximize my storage, you know. So yeah, I'm thinking that I am just going to buy this again, and I can put all the ephemera that I want in it, and it's not gonna go anywhere. See, it won't go anywhere. And this does not take space, so this is gonna stay flat. I mean, it depends on how much stuff you put in it, but you know what I'm saying. So did the fussy cutting on these, and yeah, see, and I like that. I like the fact that I can see what I'm looking for without having it spread all over the place or fall all over, because I'm having issues with my back, and they found out what it was, and it's not good. But yeah, I need to they warned me about not being sitting down for a long time, standing for a long period of time, but I told my daughter, ain't nobody stopping me from being creative and sharing what I do with my friends on YouTube. So yeah, if y'all are people that pray, keep me in your prayers, because it's not looking good. And I'm gonna see what the neurologist says in March. So yeah, so I've been taking little things out because I am gonna do some tags, like I said, that I want to place in here. And I love this. And so I just wanted to share that with you. But right now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm setting everything aside. I'm just gonna go ahead and work a little bit on the papers that I want inside of this journal. So I'm not gonna sew everything now, so I'm just wanna, you know, see. Let me use this cute little bone folder. Had that there. This is the third bone folder. But this one is, it feels heavy duty. It's like heavy duty. Oh, this one. This is very light. This is heavy. So it's kind of nice. So yes, I suffer of fibromyalgia, and I have been struggling for years, and I also suffer of exhaustion. So as you can see, it comes over, but I'll just go ahead and rip it, because this is not supposed to be a clean lined journal. So we're just gonna this is one of those large index cards, so I stained it and I did some, you know, took some stencil, and there you go. So throughout the years, I was told that I had fibromyalgia, and I do have fibromyalgia. They didn't lie about that one. But since the medication, they're giving me the max of medication, and I'll be honest, I know I have to take medicine because of my diabetes, but I just was a little bit worried about the medicine that they give you for pain. I don't want to become addicted to pain medicine. So I was a little bit concerned, but you know, I had no choice because the pain was too much. And I spoke to my doctor and I said, listen, there's gotta be a reason why I am so much pain and the medicine is not working, and I am not happy about it. I just don't want to continue taking medicine without knowing for a fact if it's fibromyalgia or not. And so she said, okay, well, we'll start by doing an x-ray. And it all started, I'll be honest, it all started because I had heard a click on my jaw. That's how this whole thing started, my friends. I'll be honest. I had heard a click on my jaw, and every time I would bite, I was like hearing a click. And I'm like, that's not normal. And you could hear it while, you know, it was like a huge click. Like something came, like a pop. I guess you can call it a pop. And I kept hearing that pop, and it was becoming a little bit too too much. Like, come on, I can't eat and I can't stop hearing that, you know? And it was like a pop. Every time it was a pop. And I'm like, okay, I had enough. So I told my doctor. And she said, you know what? Let's take an x-ray. And all hell broke loose after that. So she took the x-ray. And first thing she said, you're going to have to go to a neurologist. And I said, why? And she said, they found something in your skull. Look at that. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's coming along. See? Very simple. And I said, what do you mean they found something in my skull? She said, yeah, they found something. And you have to get an MRI. Okay. So from an x-ray, we got an MRI. And when she saw the MRI, she said to me, well, Carmen, you still have to get a neurologist as soon as possible. I said, oh, okay. So they sent me to a neurologist. They start asking me questions. So I ended up doing with that neurologist encephalograma, which is an EEG. And he requested, because they only had done the x-ray, he wanted to know what was the cause of my pain. So he was the one that requested the MRI. Now, mind you, I have not seen this doctor yet. This is all through the practitioners, which I thought it was kind of weird, but okay. Guess that's how they work. And I said, oh, you know, I was going to cut it with the trimmer because I'm distracted talking to you. And all of a sudden I realized I didn't want straight lines, so I don't need the trimmer. Ay, mama. So after that, my doctor, my regular doctor, she tells me as soon as they get the MRI results, bring them to me and I'll tell you what's going on. But mind you, she did not request the MRI. It was the neurologist that did. But I went to the office and I said, can I get the results from the MRI? And they said, of course you can. So they gave me a CD. They gave me a CD. They gave me the paper. And I had my appointment recently with my physician. So she told me, I don't have good news for you. I'm sorry. And my mother would say, sorry doesn't help, but that's my mom. My husband says, is there anything they can do for her? It broke my heart. Because my husband looked at me like, what in the world? Now, I do not have cancer, okay? Let's just say that out there, because I don't want you to come to the conclusion, okay, Carmen, the reason why I'm trying to keep it until I find out for sure is because I do not like to say something that my doctor doesn't say. So I'm gonna see him next month on the 20th, and he's gonna tell me what is going on for sure, all the results, and what is the next procedures, or you know, what else are they gonna do, if they're gonna do anything. But like I said, I don't want to be an addict to medication. That's not me. I like so far what I'm doing here. I don't want it to be too flat, so I'm gonna keep on adding to this. Now I'm not tossing these out. They're gonna go in the the little box that I made by sizes. Okay, my friends, this is not, Carmen is not tossing these things out. They're good for other journals. So yeah, once I do find out for sure what I have and what are they gonna do, I will let you guys know, because I'm just really sad to the thought that I won't be able to record anything for a little bit. And I don't want you guys to say, oh, Carmen, you know, she stopped making videos and you guys are not even aware of what's going on. But I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking, I was really sad about it, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I really gonna have to stop making videos until they tell, you know, if they have to do surgery. I was not too happy about it, my friends. I'm not too happy, but I'm not gonna say. I'll have to let you guys know for sure if I'm gonna need surgery. I don't know if it, yeah, what do you think? Should I mind if it sticks out a little bit? Because I don't know. It's looking cute, kind of cute. These colors that I picked. I don't know if this is gonna look kind of nice if I kind of fussy cut it and glue it to the front. I think I want to do that, so yeah. And put this blank one here. So that's the scoop. Yeah, like I said, it broke my heart because my husband was there with me. And he looked at the doctor and said, but there's anything they can do for her. And she said, I'm giving her max of the medicines, and it's not helping. So okay, I think that's it. I feel like it's gonna be quite chunky, you know, by the time you put stuff on it, or I kind of like that. And then I'm gonna fussy cut this out and glue it to the front. So you are all my motivation to keep chugging along, hopping along. Oh, don't know. I feel like I should put one of these in there. Let me just cut it a little bit more there. Tear it. Tear it, tear it, tear it, tear it. And then the other news, I'm really sad that Joanne Fabrics is closing, which is the only one here in Kissimmee where I live. It's really sad. I like the cardstock, the one with the little tiny polka dots, and they're the only ones that sell the you know, designer paper from, you know, Maggie Holmes and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, what you guys doing this to me? And it's not the same thing. You like to go and you like to pick up the paper, look at the paper, decide whether you want it or not, put it back, you know, assess. My daughter and I call it assessing, whether you want to keep it, whether you want to put it back. And now, mama, when they 500 of them closing, and I'm like, oh no, come on. And I looked at the list, and a lot of them here in Florida were closing too. So mine's was one of them, and Carmelita's not happy about it. Because yes, I do not travel constantly to go to their store, but I like to go and get my stuff, especially when it's on sale. You get it? So yeah, so I'm gonna do the same procedure that I did with this one, using the beige. And holding it together. But I feel like I like what I did so far as the paper goes. And yeah, I feel like I want to do the fuzzy cutting of the crown and putting it there. I kind of like that. All right, my friends. Well, there you go. That's it for today. I just wanted to let you know what I was doing with the tiny journals. All right. If you like the video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you have not. Leave me a comment. And then part 3 will be the tags. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the tags. And I was inspired by Junie Desiree. All right. Thank you so much, friends. Love you guys. Keep me in your prayers, like I said. Take care. God bless. Bye.